What's up YouTube, Cap over here, and welcome to the Cap side. Today we've got a battle against Felix, and that's right, that's not the cat Felix, it's just Felix. And we are doing an RU battle. We finally get this thing going. It's been 2 or 3 days, and you know, finally we get it happening. So be sure to smash that like button, and let's try to get to 5 likes as always. Maybe eventually we will move up to 10, but hey, you gotta give it time. You gotta give it time. So let's see what he's gonna bring in today. As I sort of slapped a team together, and I'm not bringing just all physical Pokemon this time. I learned my lesson, and I'm not going to make that mistake again. So let's see what he's going to bring in. What is he going to bring in this crazy RU tier that has changed so much? He's got the Arbok, the Gorgeist, the Jinx. I forgot that name. It's like Vanillix, Wheezing, and the potential Shell Smashing thing. I forgot what it's called. And I'm gonna bring in, I've got Dyson, the Rotom, Lantern, Light Bright. I got the Electivire, Meloetta, the new Pokemon that was dropped to RU, which is Scrafty, and Mr. T. So we gotta not let that Shell Smash happen. That's not a very good thing. Fortunately for me, I do have a couple things. So let's see, common weaknesses on his team. We see there's a common ground weakness. So I'm actually just gonna, do I want to take advantage of this? I sort of do. I can't let myself get trapped into, whatchamacallit, letting his thing that can Shell Smash. What is it called? I know what it's called. It's, what is it? Alright, I'll just go with it. I took a picture of the team. We're all good. I see it. You guys see it. You probably know what it is, but I don't. I got a haircut, and suddenly it's cold. Sucks. Sorta, but I can see, which is nice. My hair was getting a bit out of control. Anywho, we're just gonna get into this battle. I'm starting to babble on about random things, and Ice Princess is gonna come out. That's not that bad. Just because we saw a common theme on his team that were weak to my Electivire. So I think I'm just going to go for the Fire Punch over here. He's most likely going to switch into... Electivire is actually a really important mon in this battle. So I'm actually going to go for the Fire Punch. Let's see if he's going to stay in. He outspeeds me. Luckily he misses that. And this should easily take down Ice Princess. Ooh, it's Focus Sash. It is Focus Sash. Alright, Ice Princess. I see it. I see you. With that in mind, actually, I don't feel that confident staying in. I'm pretty sure Ice Princess doesn't have anything to hurt Scrafty, though. So I don't want the love... Oh... I'm gonna go for another Fire Punch. No, he outspeed me last time. She outsped. Oh, let's see. I need the Electivire to really... Because the Electivire hits everything on his team. Everything except for the Wheezing. But I've got other things for Wheezing. So I think I'm gonna make a decent play here, and actually, hopefully this is decent. I'm gonna make a switch, go into my Scrafty because I need my Electivire, and it can come in late game and just really hold its own. So he's just gonna go for another Lovely Kiss. Landed this time, which is a bit unfortunate, but Lovely Kiss will fall on this Mon, and I have the Lumberry. I'm actually this Shed Skin set. I don't know if it makes much sense, but he can go for another Lovely Kiss, and I will just fall asleep. So he really wants to get that Shell Smash off, which scares me quite a bit. So I can opt to try to stay. I'm going to try to stay in. I have a potential of Shed Skinning. So he's going to withdraw, rightfully so, and this thing. Oh, okay. So he's got a team full of... So this is Intimidate set, Mon. That's okay. That's really awesome to know, because it's not the Shed Skin. So I'm going to reveal over here, I am the Shed Skin set. And I don't care what you can do, Arbok. I'm just gonna start setting up on you. Go for the Gong Shock if you want. Let's see how much this does. It does a decent amount. That's actually a decently scary amount of damage. So I'm gonna bulk up, and I might just have to rest up here or hope for a miss of the swords. Because that did a lot of damage. That did way too much damage. I'm gonna go for the rest. I feel like that's hopefully it's the right play. He's actually gonna opt to stay in and try to start setting up all over me. That's totally cool. I'm okay with that. That's not the worst thing that could have happened. At this point, it's gonna be whoever gets the crit first, but I got my Meloetta still in the back pocket. I can easily Psychic this Mon, which would take it down. And I'd probably wear this thing down to a decent amount. So it's gonna go for another Gong Shot. That's gonna land. That's a crit. It's a crit. That will take me down. No problem. And that's a bit unfortunate. That's a bit unfortunate. But I've got the Meloetta in here, and I can just go for a Psychic and do some damage on everything. Everything on sight. Let's say if he's gonna go into the Wheezing. He might just go into the Wheezing or the Gourgeist, but I'm just gonna go for the Psychic, and I can get some decent damage off. So he's gonna withdraw. That's the right play. And just go into Ice Princess and simply sack this thing off. As I'm going to reveal over here, I have the Psychic instead of the Psyshock. Is it the Psyshock? Anywho, I'm having, with a little less hair, I can't think as well. I can't think as well. So Ben and Jerry. Oh, Ben and Jerry. Okay, these things like to explode. And I'm not all about that. I'm not that. I don't enjoy when these mons explode on your face. So, who's more? I feel like Dyson's pretty, well, they're both. Because Light Bright might not have a usage in this match. I'm gonna go into Light Bright. I feel like this thing's gonna explode. I really don't want it to explode though. So let's see. Is it gonna explode? Do I make somewhat of... No, it's just gonna go for an Ice Beam. That's totally cool. I'm happy with that. I am perfectly happy with that. So I did make the right play. Fortunately for me, we have no more Jinx because that thing is gone. I'm gonna see, and he might just switch out. He's gonna switch out. I feel like he's gonna switch out. No, he's just gonna stay in. So he reveals the Freeze Dry. It's gonna do a decent amount of damage. It's not good. And we're back at I'm in a bad position again. Really bad position because this thing outspeeds a lot of my mons. However, these things are very frail. I don't see this thing having water attacks though. So I feel like this is not a bad play on my part. Ooh, this is not the right Torkoal that I usually bring in. This is not my Stealth Rock Torkoal. Okay, not bad. I'm gonna go for a Flamethrower. He's probably gonna switch into something. He's gonna withdraw. Most likely into his Pumpkin. The mini thing. What? Okay. It's gonna frisk what I have. I have lefties. Brought in the wrong Torkoal, the wrong Mr. T. And this thing's just, he's gonna take a decent amount of damage. I'm questioning his decision making on that though. Does this thing get anything that can potentially hurt me? It's a small one. Maybe he just wants to sack it off or get a Leech Seed off? I'm gonna protect. I want to see what this thing wants to do. Handsome. Oh, I knew who the Handsome is. I was so close going for the Will-O-Wisp. The thing just really scared me for no particular reason. So I'm guessing this thing's gonna Shell Smash. Yes, there's a Shell Smash. Now I'm scared. I'm really scared. I'm frightened. So I need to land this Will-O-Wisp. I really need to land this Will-O-Wisp. Does it have the white herb though? And if it does, I'm in a bad situation. So I land the Will-O-Wisp. That Shell Smash won't count for much. Sorry, man. Actually, not sorry at all. No. So we see he's at -2. So I'm gonna go for the flamethrower. I want to see how much it does. He can go for another Shell Smash, or he's just gonna go for the Razor Shell, not get greedy, try to get as much damage off of my Torkoal as possible. Fortunately for me, I'm fully defensive, and that does nothing. It does absolutely nothing. So we see the Gourgeist is already decently down and out, and this thing is withering down to damage. So I'm gonna go for a Sludge Bomb. I can't let this thing get any free, so he's gonna go for another Shell Smash. Totally cool by me. I did make the right play. Fortunately for me, I have Sludge Bomb, which isn't, it might not do as much damage, but hey, it's gonna be a decent amount of damage, and he's at -2. So that doesn't do a lot. It doesn't do a lot. He'll get some more burn damage. I don't have any priority at all, and he's gonna keep on getting burnt. So at this point, I need to sort of weather the storm. So I'm gonna go for a Protect, just because it's the right play to do, and I have Protect on my Lantern too, so it should go down to burn damage, and then I can bring in my Electivire. There we go. And yeah, so we're not in a bad position considering this is at +2. I can try to fish for the double Protect, but I'm gonna try to get some damage. I'm gonna fish for a double Protect. Let's see if it happens. Nope, don't get the double Protect. And he's gonna go for the Poison Jab, predicting me to switch out. So I will live that, but I will get poisoned. So at this point, the thing is gonna go down. If I just went for the Flamethrower, it might have just gone down. So would you look at that? Would you look at that? If you didn't play as conservative as me. Let's see. So next turn, it is gonna go down. I'm just gonna go for the Protect over here just because it's the right thing to do. It's just the right thing to do. He might preserve this thing though. Yeah, he actually predicts my Protect. That's a good play on his part. That's a good play. And he's just gonna go into Obelisk. So fortunate for me, I do have that. So I'm gonna go for Protect. He's most likely gonna go for a Coil. I'm gonna burn this thing because it doesn't have Shed Skin. I don't know if it has the Lum though. Actually, I'm just gonna go for the Flamethrower. I'm gonna go for the Flamethrower. This thing's got the Earthquake. Alright. I see you, big dog. I see you. Oh, there, I lived on 2. I live on 2. That's so nice. So Torkoal is just putting in the finest work. That's a decent amount of damage. Considering this is a Torkoal that's not invested in any special attack, that means Meloetta might come in and just sort of clean up a bit. Yeah. So unless it's the Vanillux can take me down in one hit. And we don't see this has any, this doesn't have items, or it doesn't have any Lumberry. That's what I'm trying to say. I'm trying to say a berry of the sorts. So I'm just gonna go for the Psychic. No point of over predicting over here. We know the Psychic hits almost everything on his team. At this point, he might just have to sack off something, or sack off this thing. And he's got the Sucker Punch. Well, la-di-da. I totally forgot about the Sucker Punch. So Coil, Earthquake, Gunk Shot, and I'm pretty lucky he didn't go for the Gunk Shot there. So my Meloetta might not do a lot now. That's really scary. That's really scary. Meloetta does not outspeed this thing. It's got some bulk, but it doesn't have. This is a. Oh man, I need my Meloetta to take on things. So I might have to sacrifice Light Bright. If he predicts right, he might just go for the Freeze Dry. I don't think I can outspeed that Mon though. So he's gonna predict right, and Light Bright is just gonna go down to. Does it go down? No, it lives on 3. So that doesn't really matter. I'm gonna go down either way, so I'm just gonna go for a Scald over here. No point of saving this thing, but that means I can go into my Electivire, and at that point it's just gonna become Electivire versus this thing, and hopefully, because he knows I've got the Fire Punch. He knows that. So I'm gonna go for the Fire Punch. I need to preserve this Electivire. He's gonna stay in, and I outspeed this thing, so that can sort of be used as that's actually a huge play, because that means I outsped it. He has to go into Wheezing no matter what. Just because, yeah, Small gone. This is the Wheezing. Now I'm not gonna let this Wheezing take the opportunity to burn me, so I'm just gonna switch out onto my Rotom. And at this point, Rotom is gonna become sort of death fodder at some point, but it's gonna become really nice because he gets the poison again. That's 2 poisons. That's 2. So I'm gonna try to wither this thing down with, let's say, I've got the Air Slash, so that's a pretty much checkmate on that part. So I'm just gonna go for Air Slashes at this point. If he wants to make the switch into anything else, that's totally cool. But I just gotta wither this thing down, so it cannot take that Air Slash. This is an uninvested Rotom. Mostly it's my defensive wall. So after this, I can just go right into Meloetta and proceed and just Psychic Keen everything. Psychic Keen. And I still think I have one more Pokemon left too. I'm pretty sure I do. Let me double check that. Yeah, I still have a fully healed Ryberry in the back, which means I can keep on going for Air Slashes. If he wants to sack up anything else and potentially I take myself down to Life Orb, that won't happen because... And now even Ryberry is at a point where it gets a crit too. Even Ryberry's at a point where he can take down this Wheezing. So we're gonna see. I don't know if I want to show my Triumph card yet, but I'm gonna go into it. I know none of his Mons can take, so I'm just gonna go for the Psychic over here. If he switched out, he could have potentially, maybe he could have won, but at this point, I feel it's pretty safe to say that it's going to be smooth sailing from here on out. I don't imagine anything else to really come in and just scare me out. So Pumpkin Spice is going to come on out. Fortunately for me, Pumpkin Spice, I didn't do anything. He knows I've got the Life Orb. Sorry, you're gonna frisk me, and I sort of just revealed, sort of flashy what I had, and yeah, so I'm just gonna go for a Psychic over here. That thing outspeeds me though, and that is surprising. I didn't know it would outspeed me. How did that thing outspeed the Meloetta? That's wow, color me go. So he's gonna go for the Phantom Force. I'm gonna miss my Psychic. And he's gonna recover more lefties. This thing, I want to use a small Pumpkin Spice. This is taking a weird turn. I've got the normal typing. Will it hit me? No, it doesn't affect me. I didn't see that coming at all. Oh man. So he is gonna take down my Meloetta due to Life Orb. We just got a 1v1 with a fully healed Electivire and a burnt this thing. Handclaw? Handsome? I really like the pun handsome. It's sort of funny. I think he's living on 1 though. Fun fact. Barticle. It's Barticle. Yeah, it's something like that. So I want to, what's my 100% move that always hits? I want to check my accuracy. Alright, I'm gonna go for Wild Charge. It's a bit overkill, but 100%. Come on. Wild Charge. So I'm gonna go for the Wild Charge. I should outspeed. Yeah, so we're gonna get the game, GG and all, but that Gore guy, it really surprised me. So that he lived on 1, because I only got 1. So really good battle, Felix. And you played, oh man, you played all your mons really good. I was so surprised that Meloetta would have went down. So thanks for the battle, Felix. Yeah, so thanks for the battle. If you want to get more battles with us, be sure to check out either on Reddit or just simply follow us on Twitter and, you know, just say, hey man, I want to have a battle, and we'll do it. So, gotta end this video because I gotta take a shower because I'm getting pretty itchy with all my hair that is shedding. So, thanks for watching, and this is Cap, signing out.